As you can see, the weather isn't really playing ball today here in Funchal, so the plans I had for this video, we're gonna have to save for another day. But don't fear, I've got another video planned. We're going to go into Funchal for some breakfast. We're gonna go and check out something I've never done before here, which is Cristiano Ronaldo's museum. We're gonna have a walk around Funchal, and then we're going to try another lunch menu. So it's gonna be a good video. Stick around, and I'll see you in Funchal. I'm in town and I've come to Nata 7. Now, I've filmed here before, but there's a reason that I'm back and I'm filming again, because when I film here, every time I film here, you guys keep telling me that there are better Pastel de Nata in Funchal. So I want to remind myself of what this one tastes like. And then over the next month, we're going to try some of the places you've recommended, and we're going to see where really is the best Pastel de Nata in Funchal. Now, why I like this one is because it's such good value. You get Pastel de Nata and a coffee for €1.50. So for me, right now, I would say this is the best Pastel de Nata in Funchal. Just look at that. Different types, so if you like them a bit more blonde, let's say, you can ask for that. And if you like them a bit more cooked, you can ask for that. Some of them are super crispy, actually. Pastel de Nata e garoto descafeinado, faz favor. Can I have this one? This dark one? Sim. Obrigado. Obrigado. Can I pay em cacao? What you have to do is put on the canela, the cinnamon, get that on top, get a lot on top, and then also the icing sugar, just a little bit of icing sugar. Some people will say that's not traditional, but you find it everywhere, but cinnamon definitely is traditional. I've got to admit, the weather's not as bad as what it said it was going to be, but there is a weather warning for rain, so I think it's better safe than sorry. You can't always trust the weather in Madeira. That is one of my tips. What it says on the phone isn't always true, and clearly this morning it isn't because it's saying it's going to rain, but this afternoon is 100% going to rain with a moderate weather warning. Oh, Pastel de Nata. I am going to miss these because they do have them in Asia. It's a bit of a trend in Asia right now. Last time I was there, they had them absolutely everywhere. But they're way more expensive and they're definitely not as good. As you can see, I've gone for one which is slightly more crispy, a bit more dark on top. I like that. Some of you will say it's burnt. Some of you even said it's very unhealthy to have it like this, but I think when it's that small, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, the cinnamon is a must, as I said, and the icing sugar is also a nice little touch on top. So let's try it. They are good. They're very custardy inside, very nice inside. The custard isn't too sweet, even with that bit of icing sugar on top. And the pastry is nice and crunchy. It's not too oily, if you see what I mean. But you know what, after having them in Lisbon, yeah, it's just not the same. In Lisbon, they are so good. They are literally 10 out of 10. These are good for me, but probably drop down to an 8 out of 10. So it'll be interesting to try the ones you guys recommended. If you do have recommendations of where your favorite Pastel de Nata is, let me know in the comments and I'll see how they compare. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. So we'll use that as the baseline and then we'll compare all of the rest based on this one, because for me, as I say, this one is the best. But compared to Lisbon, the problem is, it's just not as busy. They have trays and trays there, of course, but this one's cold. And the good thing about Lisbon is, you get it warm, and it is so good when it's warm. Anyway. It's still good. I'm not complaining. And €1.50 with your coffee, can't really ask for much more, can you? You know what I don't do enough of, and which is what I quite like here, but especially with the seat that I've got here actually, is just sitting here and people watching. I mean, I do people watch, but coming out for a coffee and a pastry, sitting down and people watching. I mean, look at this. Right on the corner. Okay, you've got a few cars going past, of course, but everyone's here having their Pastel de Nata and their coffee. You've got people walking past. Got the fruit stall over there with the fruit seller, big pile of tangerines over there, and then just people going about their day. I love this. And since, well, actually I'm drinking decaf now, and it's okay. to be honest. But since I gave up coffee, I do this less. But yeah, just sitting here and people watching. Maybe it's because it's more somewhere where you live, right? Maybe you do less people watching and chilling. This is more like, I feel like a tourist sat here, taking a few minutes to myself with you guys and watching the world go by. I like that. I like that a lot. Anyway, whilst I do that and get in a daze, we're going to walk along Avenida do Mar, across the seafront, and we're going to go to Cristiano Ronaldo's museum, the heavenly child of this island, see if his museum's worth a visit. Jeez, that was good timing, wasn't it? It looks like the world and his wife just got off the cruise ship. This is what I mean, guys. I've said before, when the cruise ships are in, when you get 2 or 3 cruise ships in, Funchal is crazy. Crazy, crazy busy. And then you have all these people trying to tout them for the tuk-tuks and get them on tours. Of course, I mean, that makes sense. Why wouldn't you? But it just gets crazy busy. Anyway, actually, I was going to show you this view, but I have a better place to show you that later. So, no, obrigado. You too. I'm not going to give it away now. Anyway, Pestana CR7 Hotel. This is where the Cristiano Ronaldo Museum is. Obviously, he has a partnership with the hotel company, and you'll find it because you'll see his statue. I presume, oh no, there's not actually that many people by his statue. That's a surprise. I thought maybe these people don't even know who he is. Maybe it's not his demographic, let's say that. So that gives us an opportunity to go over and take a photo of his statue. Because normally you have big queues here in front of a statue. Look at that, no way. Do you think this looks like Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo? Born in Madeira, football player for Sporting Lisbon, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, Al Nassr, Manchester United again. I'm not convinced it looks like him, but hey ho. And you can see where people have been rubbing hands and elsewhere for good luck. And then just behind him, you have the CR7 Museum. There you go. If you didn't know who he was, that's what he actually looks like compared to the statue. But as a big Manchester United fan, although it's not a great thing to say these days because they're so bad, but as a big Manchester United fan, he's a little bit of an idol for me. So I'm surprised I've not been in here. Is it worth it? I don't even know how much it costs, to be honest, so let's go find that out for a start. Inside, obviously, you can buy all the memorabilia. Tickets, €5. €5 to go in, but if you want to pay with bank card, you have to pay €15. Like they have some cash. Can I have one ticket, please? Si. All right, so you buy your ticket and no one actually checks your ticket, but we're inside. I didn't really know what to expect, actually, but it has all of his memorabilia, all of the trophies that he's won, different kits. So you've got Manchester United kit, Portugal kit. Okay, so whether these are actual shirts, I'm not sure. Would they allow me so close to an actual shirt? They have his Manchester United shirt there as well. Whether he's worn them or not, I mean, they're probably genuine shirts, right? But maybe he's not actually worn those ones. This is where he plays now. He plays in Saudi Arabia now, interestingly. We won't make any comments about that. But yeah, in England, he played for Manchester United. So all of the trophies from England, like Premier League over here, look at that, Premier League, Manchester United, 2006, 2007. So all of these trophies, they're going to be replicas. He's not going to be allowed to keep the actual trophies, but I presume he'll get individual awards as well. Carling Cup. Yeah, so over here, these might be, again, are they going to be is he going to put his awards in here? But then again, maybe he has so many. So this is Manchester United Player of the Year, 3 times, Matt Busby. He's got his Premier League winners' medals. Maybe he's got so many of these that he'll put a few in here. Maybe not everything is in here, but you can see all of his individual awards up here. Some with Real Madrid, Community Shield one. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you're a football fan, if you're a Manchester United fan or a Real Madrid fan, probably even a Juventus fan, then it might be quite interesting. And obviously, if you're a Portugal fan, then you're going to be crazy about him, aren't you? These are all the things he's won with Portugal. Some of these are pretty cool. Look at that. Some boots there. They're probably real, I imagine. But yeah, I mean, you get the gist of it. Walk around. have a look at the shirts, have a look at the trophies, though I can probably see why I haven't come in. It's not the most fascinating place, but for €5, if you're walking past and have a little bit of an interest, why not? I mean, some people love this stuff, right? Some people love this stuff. I wonder how much, actually, for all of the real stuff in here, I wonder how much this is all worth. Even the replicas, to be honest. But I wonder how much, like this Real Madrid shirt signed by the whole team after a Champions League final, how much is that worth? How much are his winners' medals worth? Or this Portugal shirt from 2019, the final of the Champions League against Juventus for Real Madrid. I think he scored in that one. Of everything, some of you might be interested in this one. This probably actually looks more lifelike than the other one. This one's made of chocolate. Yeah, that's right. Not sure I want to eat that, but it probably looks better than the one outside, probably more realistic. I'm not going to swear, but I think he became the fastest person to get 100,000, a million, and then I don't even know what this one is for, maybe 10 million or 100 million? Yeah, maybe 100 million YouTube subscribers. So he's got the platinum, gold, and diamond, or whatever it might be, or silver, I guess, silver, gold, and platinum play buttons. I don't even have one. So that's a very good time to say, guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. When I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll get that silver play button. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, please. Well, I would say €5. It's not exactly much, is it? So I don't think it's not worth it. But I don't know if I'll be rushing back there, to be honest, and I don't know if I'd be rushing to there if I hadn't seen it. But you know what, for kids or people who are interested, it's quite fun to see, but no more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes looking around, I think. Anyway, just across from Pestana, this is Pestana CR7, so just came across the road. Then up here, very nice up here, look, got them, well, we're in Madeira, right? Land of the Eternal Spring. You have the beautiful flora of Madeira. I love this stuff. And this stunning pink flower climbing over the cliff. I want to show you that view because views are usually better when you get a little high. So there's a park up here called Parque de Santa Catarina, and it's a nice place. I come and film some of my videos here sometimes, or I just come and chill here. There's a lake near the top, or a pond, lake. There's a pond near the top where you can sit. There's a place for coffee there, although, I don't know, if you're desperate for a coffee, yeah, sure. I wouldn't necessarily go there. But the view here is quite nice. So just wanted to show you this and walk through it whilst we're here, whilst we're on this end, and see how it's looking, even on this cloudy day. Before I show you the view, let me just show you the lake, as I joked, the pond. Actually, it's better from the other side, but I can't be bothered to walk around. But as I say, there's a coffee place just here, actually. But you have this, you have the sound of the water jets. I'm not going to call it a waterfall, but you have the sound of the water jets. Have a nice little lake. You can lie down on the grass over there and chill out. It's quite nice. It's normally pretty quiet in here, but it's just a nice view. But that view over there, looking back, is a very nice view, and palm trees. Oh, got used to living in a place with palm trees now. But yeah, I normally come here and film some segments and some shots here because the backgrounds are quite nice. But let me show you the view over here, the view over Funchal. Actually, I love this bit, walking down here, because it opens up quite nicely. Have the gardens on your left, then you have the view over Funchal on your, well, straight ahead. And actually, a lot of people come up here to take photos of the cruise ships, because you get a really fantastic view of the cruise ships from up here, especially if you come in on one. It's a nice place to come up. There's another cafe here. Now, this is a cafe with a view. Again, it's just a little truck. I don't know the pricing. I don't know how good it is. I've already had my decaf. Can't have too many, can I? But actually here, well, let's be a little rude. Let's go in front of them and show you guys the views. It's all right, isn't it? Look at that. As I say, the views of the cruise ship. And then the Cristiano Ronaldo Museum is just here. Carry on walking past the cafe, and over to the far side you have the view of both sides, actually, up towards the mountains, or the mountains that you can see, and then you have the view over the marina and the city. And there's a little church, so I think it's a nice place to come. I like coming here, especially at around sunset time. This place looks amazing. So if you're in the city and fancy coming up here, but it's a bit of a little photo point, as you can see. Well, as you'll see when I turn the camera around. There's lots of people here taking their photos. So you've got the little church. Oh, it's open. I've never actually seen inside this church, ever. It's always closed. Should we have a look? I don't imagine it's an amazing one, but... Well, it's not bad. Quaint. It's got the wooden roof like the cathedral. I'm not religious, so it's not really a thing for me, but hey, church with a view. How about that? But to the one side, you have the view all the way up. I mean, Funchal really does sprawl up those hills. So you have all the way up and you can start to see, maybe this is the ecological park up here, or at least the beginning of it. You can see right up into those hills there, and then the mountains go on beyond and above. You can't really see them, but that is towards the top of the island. Oh no, not the ecological park, towards Mont. This is Mont up here, so this is where you get the cable car up to. You won't be able to see it, but you can see the cable car pylons going up. And then I can see, because I can spot it, I know what I'm looking for. About here is the Church of Mont Ecological Park. What am I on about? And then over here, you have the view of the city and the cruise ships, even better from here. You've got the marina and the cruise ships. Very pretty. All right, guys, lunch. Getting hungry now, so I've stopped off for lunch. I've come to another lunch menu at another recommended restaurant. It's called Kampo. I have done some live streams here, but today I've come for their lunch menu. Very pretty restaurant, as you can see. I'm sat up by the bar, my usual spot, the spot I like because you can get to see them preparing things and cooking in the background. I love that. Now, this place focuses on meat, and look at this meat in the dry aging cabinet or the chiller here. It's spectacular. You've got all sorts of cuts in there, all different types of beef in there, and then charcuterie in there. Absolutely gorgeous, but sadly, we're not here for that today. We're here for their lunch menu. Looks like the first part has just arrived. This is the bread. We've eaten the bread before in all of these places, and I told you guys that they do a different topping for the butter each time in here because it's the meat-based one. It is the chorizo crumb on the top with sourdough bread. And as I say, the benefit of sitting here is that you get to see all of the plating. So I like to sit here, but if you want to enjoy a meal with people and chat and talk and enjoy each other's company, but then maybe down there is better. Bom dia, boa tarde. Maybe down there is better. But for a solo person who likes to watch his food being made, this is the place. The main course has actually turned up already, but let's try this bread with the chorizo crumb. I know what it's like from the live streams and eating here many times before, but I want to keep showing you these lunch menus because they are really good value. It's about 16 euros plus a tip, obviously, to come and eat on these lunch menus where you get bread, olives, main course, dessert, water, the choice of sparkling water or normal water, and coffee. Unbeatable, really. Now, the bread is fantastic. I say again, best bread in Madeira. Crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle, nice and moist, sour, nice flavor. But the butter with the chorizo has to be the best one of all of them. I'm yet to see a better one than that, to be honest. Absolute perfection. Two housekeeping things whilst I eat this bread. First of all, if you haven't seen, I'm going to do a meetup, a gathering, a farewell party, let's say, where you guys can come along, have a few drinks with me, hang out, chat. It's going to be on the 7th of February, probably in the afternoon or evening, so people who are working can finish and come along. I'm not sure where it's going to be yet, but if you scan the QR code or find the link in the description, you can sign up on a Google form and register your interest, basically. So when I do decide, I can send you the information, let you know when it's going to be. That would be really, really helpful. The other thing is to help me out. If you turn notifications on, if you look on your phone or your TV or on whatever you're watching this on, you'll see a little bell icon. if you turn those notifications on, you're not going to lose me. Yeah, if you turn those notifications on, you're not going to lose me. Like you just did then, the camera cut out. Anyway, if you turn those notifications on, you're not going to lose me because YouTube is fickle. When their content changes to the UK and then to Thailand, it's not going to show it to you because it thinks you're not going to be interested. Now, you might not be, but if you would like to follow the journey, if you turn those notifications on, you're never going to miss when I post, when I do a live stream, and when I make a video and release a new video. Because once I drop off your home screen, there is no going back. No going back. Anyway, bell icon, notifications on, you would help me so, so much. Let's see this main course. Look at this. We have língua de vaca, cow's tongue. Cow's tongue, I love it. On mashed potato with slow-cooked onions, cabbage, and then you have that sauce, that gravy around the outside. How good does that look? Slices of cow's tongue there. The other dish, because you get the choice, I may as well show you if I can. The other dish is fried squid, and then it comes with the mayonnaise. That also looks very good, but I think I've made the right choice. When you have the choice of something like cow's tongue, you have no other option. The waiter actually gave me a good tip. Hello. He said, if you want to be Portuguese, keep some of your bread and dip it in the gravy. Now that might be Portuguese, but I also told him it's very British, and of course I was keeping that. Anyway, let's try it. So whenever I see offal, or well, I guess cow's tongue is considered offal, isn't it? Not quite like kidney or liver, but when I see something like this, I always choose it. I think it's always a great option because it has so much flavor and it's so underrated. Oh my God. Wow, that is fantastic. Tongue is such a great cut. It goes so soft. You cook it for a long time. I'm not going to tell you exactly how you cook it because it's a little bit graphic. But you cook it for a long time and it softens up. And then what they've done, they've either roasted it or pan-fried it. And you can see the outside of it. It's not gone charred, but it's gone toasty and roasty. So much flavor in that. Oh, that's insane. It's so beefy and so rich. If I blindfolded you and fed you that, other than being arrested for blindfolding you, I don't think you would know the difference between that and stewing beef, I would say. It tastes like that. Obviously, it's a little different because it's thinly sliced, but it's very, very good. And then that rich potato, those sweet caramelized onions, and that gravy. Wow, that's fantastic. That might be, so what have we eaten so far on the channel? Aqua, where we had the octopus. Jesus, that was before Christmas, that's my excuse. Aqua, where we had the octopus, and then we went to Theo's, and we had the pork belly. This one might be the best so far, but unfortunately for you guys, it changes. It changes every week, so you might not get this again, but it's very, very good. Might even be a 10 out of 10. You can see how that tongue just pulls apart. I mean, come on, you would not know if that wasn't like a slow-cooked strip beef. No chance at all. And you can see exactly what I mean on the outside, where it's just caramelized. I don't know if every piece is like that, or I just got lucky. But yeah, fantastic. You can also see what I'm doing here, guys, in these final videos. I'm just doing a tour of the places I want to eat before I leave. And we should do a full video here. We will do a full video here. We'll come and try one of those proper steaks, because that is a completely different experience in itself, with all of the starters and the main courses. We'll get to try that. I'll do that before I go. But we have dessert. It looks like they're plating dessert up. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to enjoy this, and then I'll show you what's on the menu for dessert today. I don't really know what it is, but we'll soon find out. And of course, we're going to do as he says. We're going to take some bread, dip it in that sauce. Thank you. So service here. Water gets topped
Doing the Portuguese
up.
thing?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. It better be good.
Right? Enjoy, sir.
Thank you. Come on. Who doesn't want to do that? Now this looks good. Dessert. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
From sugar?
Sí, uma. Obrigado. Thanks. We have cheesecake with red fruits. Look how good that looks, individual portions. I saw him portioning them all up. I thought that might be the dessert for the lunch menu. And as I said, coffee comes with it as well. So we've got chinesa descafeinado. Let's see how this cuts. Oh, soft. And then soft biscuit on the bottom. Interesting, over here when you have a cheesecake, the base is quite soft compared to how in England where it's like a hard biscuit base. But how does it taste? Oh. Wow. That cheesecake is soft and creamy. That is very, very good. And then with that red fruit sauce. That is good. I love these lunch menus. I'm gonna try and do it because they change every week. I'm gonna try and do as many as I can and squeeze them into these videos. Gives me an excuse, right? This one might be up there with the best, as I say. Probably best so far, I would say. That main course, I saw what they do now. They put the tongue on the grill plate before serving it. Oh my God, some of it almost tasted steaky, like a steak. It was that good. Anyway, I almost feel like I want to carry on filming and film more things for this video. That defeats the point and the object of these videos. They're meant to be a bit of everything and nothing. Easy to film, easy to edit, just bringing you along on my day, and yeah, finishing up in Madeira kind of with each other. So I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to film again tomorrow. We're going to go on a little walk and find a waterfall right here in Funchal, if you can believe it. So you can find that video right here. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Well, I'll see you in a couple of days in your time, but I'll see you in my camera tomorrow. Catch you later.